Welcome to the Allan Reports TV. I'm your host, Allan Labucan from allanberryreports.com. Thank you very much for joining us. Today we have a new installment for our In the News segment where we talk about resource companies with recent developments. Before I get started, though, I'd like to send out some thank yous. YouTube and Ustream are very important in enabling us to get these shows out to you. We use them to record and broadcast our shows, and they're really great platforms for anybody that's interested in doing shows. We highly recommend youtube.com and ustream.tv. In addition to those, we'd like to also thank our banner sponsors. If you look to the left and right of me here on our website, you'll notice that there's some banners. Those companies, help us to be able to produce this show for you. And if you click on their banner, it'll take you to their websites where you can go and do some homework on those companies. And finally, of course, to our viewers, thank you very much for joining us. If you didn't show up, we wouldn't have a reason to do a show. So thanks a lot again. We're going to get started today. We've got two companies to talk about. And those companies have recently had two news releases out each, so we got a lot to talk about. Both the companies are involved with working hard on their projects in Nevada. One is focused on copper, and the other is involved with gold. And so we'll start with the first one we're going to talk about today is Nevada Copper. Their website is nevadacopper.com. That's nevadacopper.com. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. They are a featured company in the Allan Reports email newsletter. We first started covering them on April the 6th, 2008 in our 17th edition. If you look above me, you'll notice that there's a report section, and in that report section you can find the 17th edition. They've also been on past shows on our Ustream channel. If you go to our Ustream channel, there's a link to that up above me as well. You would look for the August the 18th and July 27th shows. And then if you go to our YouTube channel, also a link up there, look for a June 4th show. We talked about Nevada Copper on all those shows. So I'm on their website. Again, it's nevadacopper.com. On the website, they have a news section. Nevada Copper had two news releases out not in the last little while that we wanted to talk about. One was on September the 8th. And then that was regarding drill results from their Pumpkin Hollow project. And then again on September 30th, so just recently here, they had more drill results from their North deposit on their Pumpkin Hollow project. So we'll click first on their September the 8th news release. And the headline from that is Nevada Copper intersects over 1,258 feet of 0.58% copper in four separate zones, including 95 feet of 1.51% copper. They also mentioned that positive drill results from their 100% owned Pumpkin Hollow property located in Nevada. Then they had the following drill results. Some of the highlighted holes they mentioned in the headline there, which is very good results. Then if you look further down in the news release, they've detailed some of the drilling results, and then they have a table with all the drill results. And, they have very many drill results with significant, very substantial intersections, very promising grades, and you can find that on the press release. And in addition to that, they have some maps on there as well that will help you get an idea of what they're working on and how things look three-dimensionally as you underground. The next news release was from September the 30th. Again, that's in their news section on their website. And on that one, the headline from that one was Nevada Copper continues to intersect multiple zones totaling 481 feet, including 215 feet of 1.47% copper. Very good grades on this project. I'll talk a little bit about that later on when we summarize the company. But so They have, again, they announced further drill results on their 100% Dome Pumpkin Hollow property in Nevada. Then they mentioned some of the highlights from those. Again, they've very good intersections with very promising grades ranging from lower grade all the way up to high grade material there. Then later, there's a quote in the press release from Giulio Bonifacio, who's the president and CEO of Nevada Copper, and he stated, and I quote, "The drilling continues to expand the mineralization in the North deposit. We expect the results will have a positive impact on the economics of the project, while the focus of our drilling has shifted to feasibility, hydrologic, and geotechnical data collection. One drill rig will continue to follow up on open mineralization and the new discovery in the North deposit," end quote. And so that you can also find in the press release. So again, some of the sort of a wrap up of why we follow the company and have featured the company in our reports is that they're a copper focused company. Again, one of the difficult things is finding good quality copper projects in mining friendly jurisdiction, and they have a very compelling project in Nevada, one of the most mining friendly jurisdictions in the world. They have two different styles. One's a lower grade open pit kind of target. Then they got high grade underground, which gives them lots of strategic flexibility when they're analyzing the economics and the mining of a project like this. They're rapidly advancing their project and now working on the feasibility studies. So, the company's working really hard. We like what they're doing. We like what's coming out of their drilling, and now they're starting to put the economic analysis to it to sort of get an idea if this is a viable operation. And from all the previous work, it definitely looks to be moving in that direction. So to do further homework, we suggest you take a look at their website, nevadacopper.com, and we feel strongly that if you check out what they're doing, you'll see why we like the company so much. So that's a wrap on our chat regarding Nevada Copper. The next company, I'm just going to switch my notes here. Trying to use a little more notes these days so I can get the show flowing a little bit better. So today's second company is Fronteer Gold. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. We first started talking about the company on our old radio show. You can find a link to the radio shows above me there. And also, if you go to our blog and look for radio show directory, you can find where we talked about Fronteer Gold, and then go back to that radio show player and you can listen in on what we talked about. We've also had them on our past shows here are on our Ustream channel. There's a link up there for the Ustream channel, and you would look for the September 9th and the August 12th shows, and that would help you keep an eye on them. So the news that we wanted to talk about, they've had news out, two news releases recently. I'm on their website. Their website is frontiergold.com. That's fronteergold.com. And on their website, they have a news section. So I'm just clicking on that news section. Then we're looking for the news from September the 8th. The headline from that news release is Fronteer Gold intersects 33 meters of 5.96 grams per ton gold and begins decline work at Northumberland. Then they go on and note that the core drilling continues to define a second high-grade gold-silver zone, and that site preparation for the decline portal has commenced at its wholly owned Northumberland project in Nevada. The decline will, that underground working will get them easier access to their zones at depth, and it's much easier to do your exploration drilling from those declines. And then also the added benefit is that sometimes these declines can be used in a operation, so you're kind of getting some advanced work done there. Then they highlight. They have some more information about the where they drilled and how that relates to their past drilling. They have a highlights of the drill holes, and they mentioned in their headline there 33 meters of 5.96 grams per ton gold and 11.73 grams per ton silver. There was a high-grade sub-interval there, getting very promising results. Then they also do a good job of detailing their development program. They're talking about the reasons for the decline, what's going on, how they're going to use that. Really important and good information in there. Then they have some site preparation and some map and some pictures of what's going on. You can, and that's there's a link to that in their press release. So again, you can find that in their news section. I'm going to click back on their news section, and as we were preparing to do today's show, Fronteer had an additional news release out regarding more drill results from the Northumberland project, and so we wanted to talk about that today. Fortunately, they got it up quickly, and it's on their website. At least I think it is. I'm trying to click on it here and not get much success. There we go. So the headline from the news release today is that Fronteer Gold extends high-grade gold zone and awards construction contract for underground decline at Northumberland. They mentioned, they then talk about this is a 100% owned project in Nevada. Again, Nevada is a very, one of our favorite places to look for projects. They have some highlights from that drilling. One of those holes had a 10.24 grams per ton gold and 43 grams per ton silver over 7 meters. They're consistently getting very good results from this project. And so those are the two news releases that we wanted to talk about today. Basically, also, I always like to wrap things up after we've talked about some news and sort of give you an overview of the reasons that we follow this company. And some of the reasons that we like Fronteer is that they're a gold-focused company. They have a strong group of projects ranging from exploration to advanced stages with one of those projects has a major as a partner, so they got really high quality projects, and they've got a good pipeline from exploration to advanced stages. They're also taking over one of our featured companies from our email newsletter, a company called AUEX. AUEX, they're going through the process now of taking over AUEX, and basically with that takeover and the quality of the projects that they have, we see that they have the potential of moving into that middle tier section of the mining business. You got explorers, and then you've got the production, the big majors, and in between there is the middle tiers. These are the companies that have advanced from being explorers and now have visions of being majors, and that is a very underrepresented part of the business, and it looks like Fronteer can move into that, and that creates some great opportunities. So we think highly of Fronteer. Have a look at their website, frontiergold.com, and look over their news releases, and I think you'll see why we like this company. So that's a close on our chat, our In the News segment. But before I close the show, a couple things I've got to mention. As always, before closing, we like to stress this show and our reports are for information purposes only. We aren't making buying or selling recommendations. It's important for you to do your own research and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. As always, we are trying to grow our audience. If you can help us out with that, we'd really appreciate that. We also really appreciate you joining us. We know that everybody is busy, and we try to provide a show that saves you time and gives you helpful, high-quality information. I'm just going to close this down, and our upcoming show is tomorrow. We're going to do another In the News segment. Man, these companies we follow have been coming out with a lot of news, so we got a lot of news to talk about and developments from the companies that we have on our radar screen, and so we're going to have another one of those tomorrow. And we may even have an extended version where we'll have two segments. I haven't quite decided that yet, but we hope you can join us for that. And again, you can find all of our work on our website at allanberryreports.com. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.